Welcome back to another sealed event here on Gaming with Kohath. Still enjoying the sealed format. Honestly, want to get some more practice in before the arena open. Of course, sealed is somewhat luck based upon what you open up, but certainly want to do my best. I think it'd be really fun. So let's hop right into another match, shall we? All right, got our 6 packs. How many rares are we going to open this time? 8. All right, so Urza's Rage, already a very good removal spell. 3 damage to any target for 3 mana. It's a very poorly costed um, bolt, but if it's kicked, it deals 10 damage to that permanent or player, and it can't be prevented. I mean, granted, you have to have, what, 12 mana? But it's still very good. It's a good final push. Double Major. Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. That's nice. 2 mana copy. Wow. 4 mana. Tokens get 1/1. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control die, create a 2/1. Ability triggers only once each turn. Wow. Wow. That's a reason to be in white, black, or both. Culling Ritual. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. So this is a complete nombo with this. That would suck pretty hard. Experimental Elemental Expressionist, 4 mana, 4/4. Wow, we're getting all the 4 mana hybrids. Magecraft. Whenever you until end of turn, it gains if this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And when this creature is put in exile, create a 4/4. Okay. Interesting. Archmage Emeritus, 4 mana 2/2, Magecraft. Ooh, draw a card. Okay. I mean, that's 100% upside there. Let's take a look at what else we have in our rare slots. Like other formats, I think we're learning that this format is very removal heavy. Synergy's major, but Synergy's super easy to come by. All right, we have Tezzer's Gambit and Multiple Choice, also another fantastic card. It's really interesting. I don't think we can actually run white or black, but this is an insane bomb. But I think that the expressionist, take it or leave it. I don't really care much about it, honestly. But our blue here is very good. We have this blue-green card as well that could end up running with it. But if we went blue-red, we get to use 5 of our cards. It's interesting. Let's take a look at what removal we have to go along with those pieces. Expel's a decent removal. Defend. Resculpt is fine. Test of Talents, I would put one of those in my deck. Mentor's Guidance, I really like that card. I think it's very strong. Whirlwind Denial. Oh goodness, I can't see through my... Let's change our view here. Not going to do that. It's not really a removal spell. It is a very good card and I want to play it. Mage Hunter's Insight is good. Shock is really good. Yeah. Through Possibility, Dragon's Approach, Urza's Rage, Fumi Effigy, Dust Speaker, Pigment Storm, Devouring Tendrils, Fracture. I don't know. How many artifacts and enchantments are we playing, honestly? Like, it's a good card. I think it's sideboard worthy. That's about it. It's a good just discard spell. It seems fine. Very good black-white cards. Oh man. Okay. Not making it easy for me here, game. Let's take a look. Go. Culling Ritual is a good removal spell. Let's reconstruct history. 4 mana. Turn up to 1 target artifact card up to 1 enchantment card, and 1 instant and 1 sorcery and 1 target planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of value. Um, hmm. Okay. And we have a couple of annihilations. All right, that's what our removal looks like. Switch our view here to get a closer look. Three red, three blue, only one green only, which is okay, but two white, three white, honestly, is uh, two black, because we're not probably not playing Abzan here, so either black white or black green. So honestly, red and blue still looks like our best in terms of removal, because we have Shock, two Resculpts, Attest the Talents, Whirlwind Denial, Urza's Rage, and Pigment Storm. And then we have these two Annihilations that we will use to some degree as best we can. Um, but I think, based on removal, we'll see how our deck looks, but based on removal, um, Izzet seems to be where we're at. Multiple choice is good. Variant books, definitely. We do want you. We want the Emeritus. We want both of you. I don't think Divide by Zero is good in this limited format. We do want the Flyer. What are you? 3 mana, 2/3, 8 or more lands. Oh yeah, absolutely fantastic. Okay, then Dustspeaker seems good. We're not really exiling anything, so I don't think Fuming Effigy is that solid. It could help round out our curve if we needed to, but that's about it. We're not running Spirits really. First Day Class is a learn card, but I just don't think it's ever really going to be worth it. Um, I like you. You're free value. Um, I don't know about you. Thrill of Possibility. I like drawing cards. All right, let's move over here. Um, Pledge Mage is certainly good enough. The 4/4. 4 mana, 2/4 flyer, and it attacks, costs X less, or X is its power. Okay? I think it's a flyer, which is nice. This Battleseer. I would like to have enough learn cards that I don't need to run lessons in my main deck, but we might not be so lucky. Reflective Golem would be fantastic, but I don't have any pump spells, so it doesn't super fit. I mean, I could use something that expanded anatomy to get it, but I mean, this is mostly a deck, but how much learn do we have? Do we have any learn? Survey says no. We have no learn cards. Let's just search, see if our pool has any. Divide by Zero has learn. Or not in white and black, not in black or green. We can run first day class, but how many creatures are we even running? 10 creatures at most. Hmm. What lessons do we have that we want? Because in all honesty, I'd love to have both of those in the sideboard. We can cast all of these lessons. Ugh, bummer. 6 lessons. I don't think it's worth running Resculpt, to be quite honest. It just feels so bad, both of them. Oh, target spell or permanent with mana value 1 or greater to its owner's hand. I thought it was 1 or less. Okay, I'll run 1 Divide by Zero. Gives me 1 learn card. I just don't think that first day class is going to be worth it. at all. Um, Not at all. I think I would like to run an Introduction to Annihilation in the deck. Um, what would I remove to run it? Is a very, very, very good question. A little high, so 17 lands seems really good. Huh. Because Urza's Rage, honestly, we're hoping it's, just a massive spell. It's not actually going to be a 3-drop unless we're in desperate need. Um, I do want one in, but what do I take out? Do I take out the other Resculpt? I guess so for now. That's fine. I don't really like Resculpt anyway. You want to use it on something that's just going to take over the game unless you answer immediately. Because a 4/4 is still pretty damaging. Um, but it's better to deal with that than something that you can't touch. I think this is what we're going to go with here. Um, it makes the most sense to me. Our curve certainly looks high. That concerns me. We've got some good early game stuff. We really want this to be a 5-drop even. So we are playing slow. With us playing as slow as we are, perhaps we had that wall back here, 0/4 Defender for 1. I mean, it's not my favorite card, but if it lets us get a little deeper, this seems really good. Um, I mean, Illustrious Historian, it's certainly an aggressive card. Pledge Mage is an aggressive card. The wall isn't. Vortex Runner is. It's weird. I have this combination of like really playing a slow deck, but having some aggressive cards in the middle of it. It's a bit bizarre, but hopefully that aids us a little bit. Just be able to get some points of damage in early and not have to worry too much. Um, let's run it like it is, and we'll see. We'll see how we go. We might want to bring in that wall if we find that we're just getting run over. Good old, good old glitches. This is what cards would look like if they didn't print as many words on them. We just thought we needed to see that since they've been printing the dictionary on each card recently. Anyway, this is our deck. I'll update our deck list and be right back for game 1. Well, yeah, so let's jump into our first game here. Disappointed we didn't get any good dual lands. I think had we had some decent duels, we potentially could have jumped into some of those Simic cards or even some of those Orzhov cards, which would have been really key, especially that Orzhov enchantment. It just seemed really bonkers, so a little bit disappointing. But here we are. We got 2 lands here. If we draw some lands, we could be okay, but not doing anything anytime quickly. It's kind of our anticipation, though, isn't it? This deck isn't really built to get on the ground early and run, so Sesshomaru, good luck and have fun. Let's see what we can put together here. Hopefully we draw a land. We can hold it this divide by 0, bounce whatever they have. It's a bit like Remand that you get to bounce whatever it is and then draw a card, but you get to choose what card we draw, which isn't bad. From a select number. Opponent, play swamp, passes. Pass our turn. I suppose we can always scry one and draw a card. It's a little weaker. Would like for that to be a 5-mana spell. Oh boy, Poet's Quill. That's bad news. To have that black-white destroy artifact or enchantment. That would be nice. Alright. Okay, we're going to pass. I think we have our 3 mana, which is really nice. What we can do is we can end up bouncing some stuff, I think. We'll see. Okay. Opponent gets a land. Passing a turn. We're going to go ahead and get rid of their Poet's Quill. Put it back in their hand. It's a little awkward because you have to learn again. It just delays the problems for the future, which isn't the worst for me. None of this will be super beneficial. I don't really have any of the card draw spells or anything. Huh. So we're going to play this, and we'll get the Muse down, I think. We're lagging pretty hard here, it looks like. Not sure why. Okay. Once you play their Forest, they're going to play their Quill again, I imagine. Spectre, okay. Well, I can kill Spectre if I need to. It is instant speed, so that's nice. You instant speed too? Your sorcery speed, okay. I think we wait. I assume they want to get the Poet's Quill down, learn again, and then try to equip it to the Fens, and then I can Urza's Rage the Fens, setting up for more card draw coming. Well, 2/1 counters, gains lifelink. Think we have to say no to that. That's too much value. Okay. Opponent gains life. Okay. Now here, I think we want to Maelstrom Muse. And we will Mentor's Guidance here. Yes, I like Shock. Go ahead and draw that. Next card. Yeah, seems good. And then we're going to pass. We're going to keep Test of Talents up. Assuming they cast Listener Sorcery, which is somewhat likely. Sorry, I got a text here. Alright, they're going to learn. What are they learning? I mean, they certainly got sweet stuff out of it. Expanded anatomy, it's fine. Go ahead. I will Test of Talents it. Or, no, I won't. I'm just going to shock their servant. Great. I get to keep my Test of Talents, which is very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and crash in here. And we'll play Vortex Runner. And we'll hold up Test of Talents again. Opponent draws. Campus Guide, sure. You're going to get your forest up top. A plains at the top. They're playing Abzan, okay. Little man screwed. Yep. Play our land. Hmm. Let's go ahead and get our Archmage Emeritus down. And I think we're going to hold up Test of Talents again. The reason I'm doing this in this particular order is because when I cast multiple choice, I want to get the triggers here, draw a few more cards, refill. I think that could be really beneficial, helpful. If they want to attack in with a 3-2, that's fine. I can block them at 2-4. Go ahead and kill their Campus Guide. Okay. Opponent has nothing else to do here. Let's go ahead and do X is 4, not 5. Pay it. We will auto pay. Hold up Test of Talents. That seems just fine. I will choose this player to bounce a creature they control. Alright. That was value. Opponent here plays another Plains. Gets Campus Gate back down. Sure. You gonna go look for another card? I don't know why you would. I don't know what you're holding in hand. Looks like they are. Got a force to top. Okay. I'm balancing things that are giving them value. Campus Gate feels minimal value because they're not drawing action, which is fine by me. Day of Judgment. No. Alright, they've got a Groth and a Shield Mage in hand. Okay, opponent just goes ahead and scoops on that one. Well, sweet. That's pretty great. I'm going to pause recording here, see if I can clean up some apps that may be open, and see if we can streamline our stream a little bit more in the 2 minutes we have. Okay, well, I don't know if that really helped, but I hope that it did something. Okay. Opponent's doing some pretty fun stuff. I think we were doing more fun things. Did I see anything you need to resculpt? I don't think so. I don't think any of those red cards are worth putting in. Elemental Summoning is still good in the sideboard. Pledge, or not Pledge Mage. Intro to Annihilation is really good in the back end. It didn't feel like we needed to bring in a wall. I think we're good. I think we're going to go ahead and run it like that. Seems good. Good to know, though, opponent does have a board wipe, and so Test of Talents, they're really overperformed. Opponent, I think, tilted it a little bit, running into that counterspell, but they weren't dead by a long shot. They still had 14 life left. They had the Quill online so they could gain life. I mean, they were doing just fine. Here, we need to mulligan. You're not going to do anything with one land. This is a bit better. We're going to put interesting. All my cards are letting me draw a little bit. I think we're going to put Burying Books to the bottom. You can play it for 3 for sure. It's just not the card that I feel like I'm most in need of right now. Opponent mulligan as well. That's good to know. They lead on Swamp, I lead on Mountain. Opponent plays Forest and Leech Fanatic, sure. That will be problematic over time. We're going to go ahead and pass here. Definitely want to hold it multiple choice here because we're going to need to draw into some creatures. 4/4, Expressionist will be fine, but we're still 2 turns away from that. Opponent's at least 4 life away from it. Okay. Happy to play Historian here. I'll trade Historian off for the Fanatic. If they will let me. Okay, and we'll pass turn. Next turn we can get Expressionist down. Okay, Lash Malice. Sure. It's also a bit disappointing because perhaps I wanted to Mentor's Guidance, draw in some cards there. That's fine. Witherbloom Bloom Apprentice. Sure. I didn't see a ton of Gain Life stuff. They've got it right now. So they're going to gain 2 more. I'm going to lose 3. Isn't that the way that works? Ah, caster. Okay, gotcha. I'm a fool. We're going to play the Expressionist here. We'll pass our turn. Opponent could have really good removal here. Swords. Nice. That's a little bit disappointing. We got 2 very good. 2 very good Mystical Archive cards in Day of Judgment and Swords. I think I want to keep you there for now. I think it's more beneficial to me. You are a sorcery speed, so we're going to go ahead and cast you for 4. We're going to auto pay. Shock seems really good. I think I got shocked last time too, right? Make opponent bounce creature. I'll get a 4/4 and turn pass. Opponent plays a swamp. Shield Mage, sure. Unfortunately, I can't divide by 0 that very easily, which is disappointing. You're just an elemental, so Mentor's Guidance is not as beneficial for me. I think we passed here. I think we're in a bit of trouble, honestly. I think I don't have a way currently of killing the Shield Mage. I can pay 3 life to bounce it, but it's the same as just taking a punch from it, so I don't know why I would do that. Hopefully end up finding some way of killing it. What's opponent play now? Another Shield Mage. Oh no. Yeah, we'll bounce it. Yeah, I think we take intro here. Let's go ahead and kill the Leech Fanatic on our turn. Cool. We're going to crash in for 4 here. And then we're going to cast Annihilation. We're going to target that. We're going to take the 3 life there. Oh, I thought that was the one that I had to. It's the black lesson that you have to sack a creature to do it. Okay. Well, that's better than I didn't. I thought that I would have to get rid of my 4/4, which I was happy to do. 3/3. These spirits don't fly. Huh. I think I want to play this 2/4, because then I can block the 3/3, which is good. I don't really want to attack in at the moment because I'm in a bit of trouble. But Test of Talents to take care of any instant or sorcery they want to play. Amplimancer is a very good card. Point Storm. Interesting. Still think I want to draw cards at the moment. I really like Mentor's Guidance. I think it's just quite powerful. Sure, I'll double up. Next, Thrill of Possibility. I want that on bottom. We'll draw a card. Okay, drew land. Play our land. And your sorcery speed. I think we still want to hold up the Test of Talents. I can't really do anything with the Muse because it has to block the 3/3, otherwise I will just die. I'm in a decent amount of hurt here. Opponent's got 8 mana, so they can activate this once. So I can trade my 4/4 with it, which I'm happy to do. Yes. The opponent has some sort of trick instead, then I could end up killing it off. Okay. The Amplemancer really did represent just a lot of damage that I wasn't super happy to see. Let's go for another Mentor's Guidance here. Yes. If I could find some ways to gain life, that would be excellent. I think we're going to go ahead and do this here. We'll target the Shield Mage, and we'll pay the 3 life. But it's dead. Some of my cards I was most concerned about. Shield's down for a turn. Let's see if the opponent can take advantage of it. They did not. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the Battleseer. And we're going to attack in with Battleseer. Going to expel. I'd rather you not expel my creature. I will still lose the life. He has a forest in hand. Ooh. He does have another expel in his. Alright. Got rid of some expels here. Still take the damage. He gained a life. Attacking him for 3 here. Shields are back down. But Test of Talents was beneficial. They still have Day of Judgment in their library. Oh, an opponent just scoops. Alright, good game, opponent. Alright, there we go. 1-0 with our Prismari Rage deck. It's good, fun stuff. And then we will be back shortly for game 2. Stay tuned. Alright, well, had a good first game. Let's see how game 2 goes for us. Really hoping that I'm understanding this format pretty well, and that in the open I can end up actually producing and doing pretty well against the opponents. This doesn't bode well that we're kind of lagging this hard. My computer had a bit of a what's the word? We're mulligan this. 1 second, we'll keep talking about my computer in a moment. I'm mulliganing this as well. We're going to keep here, and we're going to put Whirlwind Denial on bottom, and I guess Maelstrom Muse. That's unfortunate. Okay, so my computer's having issues, and part of it I think has to do with this. Oh, what am I thinking? It had an update, and so I update it, and then as soon as it turns back on, which took forever, um, it informs me that um, they're optimizing my computer for performance and battery issues. And I really hate that because it was doing just fine, and now it's optimizing and slowing everything down. So after this game, I'm likely to take a break until my computer calms down a bit and then come back and complete our recording. Um, do I Gambit here or do I Historian? I think we use our mana more efficiently by gambiting. We lose a couple life, but that's okay. Phyrexian and done. Lose 2 life, draw 2 cards. Proliferate none. That's good. Getting closer to multiple choice. Coming in for 2. It's fine. Novice Dissector. Yes. Mentor's Guidance. Okay. We are going to bring the Historian in. And we'll pass our turn here. With Historian, I can end up shocking something, 2 for 1ing myself, but both of these cards are better than mine, especially the Dissector. So we're going to block the Dissector, take 2, see what opponent does here. They're going to try to gain life here, and that's totally fine. We're going to go ahead and shock Dissector. Alright, so we did 2 for 1 ourselves, but it's not the end of the world. We got rid of, honestly, a really strong card. Dustseeker seems really good here. I can block. I can also attack in and immediately use shock. Oh no, I can't. Okay, that doesn't work that way. That's fine. It's still a really fine card. Would like some more mana here. Flunk. It's unfortunate. Taking 5. I am creatureless. Opponent's gaining all the life. I gotta really speed this up, I think. Thrill of Possibilities, not what I want. Alright. They got the Annihilations. They're gonna try and put 5 more on me here. Oh, yeah. We'll just go ahead and use this. If they want to spend 5 mana on that, I'm okay with it. Oh, they won't. They're just gonna bash in for 5. Oh boy. There's no way of me staying in the game. We're going to concede. Go to game 2. Good game, opponent. Mr. Anachron. Opponent's very aggressive, but I'm not sure. Nothing they had was worthy to resculpt. It was fine. See if computer will respond to me clicking so I can see the next page. There we go. I think we're still good. We gotta have a hand that we don't mulligan to death. Gotta have a hand we don't mulligan to death and that we can actually compete with. We are on the play, which is nice. Yes, this is a great hand. Here, Pledge Mage will do a lot of work just being able to be a 3/3 blocker, and then as we build up more and more and get some more spells in hand, we'll be able to really attack him a little bit better. So we will Pledge Mage here. Whirlwind Denial, I think will probably hold up next turn. Most certainly. I don't know what they're intending to learn. Prophecy or something? Environmental sciences? Prophecy. Okay. We'll play blue and pass our turn. The Vortex Runner isn't great here. Like it can get in for some, slight. It can get in with a little bit better damage, but at this point, I think I would rather get rid of their prophecy, stop them from setting up draws, and potentially get in it a little bit better. So Pledge Mage is a wizard. So here we will go ahead and cast Mentor's Guidance. We'll get to Scry 2, draw 2. Yes, I do want a removal spell. That seems really good. And then I do want to land. Blue land would have been preferred, but land nonetheless. Alright, we'll attack in for 3 and pass our turn. Opponent plays land. They get Novice Dissector down. And here we will go ahead and deal 5 damage to that Dissector, hit the opponent for 2, and then bash in for 3. I really don't like leaving the Novice Dissector on the battlefield. It is a combo piece that can kind of go off with it, and I just don't want to deal with it. Here we're kind of having our way, which is nice. They get to draw a card here, but their 5/5 is off the battlefield, which is also a very good card. It's interesting how many of the removal effects actually have downsides. So it's not just unconditional removal, but it's okay, I'm going to kill your thing, but here you can have this thing instead. It's not super exciting to me. I'm looking at 4 cards in the yard at the moment. We're going to play the Maelstrom Muse. We'll hold up Test of Talent and pass our turn. It does have a 6/6. I cannot kill it, which is a little bit unfortunate. They're going to gain 2 life here. Zephyr Boot, I cannot deal with. Oh, gross. Okay. Yep, getting in for 6 in the air and allows you to loot. Alright, Burying Books seems incredibly good here. We're going to play Vortex Runner. And we're not going to attack. Opponent's going to play their land. Bookworm. Now they have a 7/7, gain 3 life, draw a card. I am going to go ahead and remove the Fractal. Great. And now, what do I do? 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I guess I'm going to... I think I'm okay taking 2 here. I think. Oh no, they're putting on there. That's bad. Why didn't I see that? That was a misplay. Misplay indeed. Yep. Dropped a 7. Oof. Opponent's got big stuff. Pledge Page, I cannot interact with it. We're going to Scry. Mentor's Guidance is good, so I suppose I do want it. Let's see if we can find any removal. Okay. Island, bottom. Go ahead and draw. And island bottom. Go ahead and draw. Interesting. They return a creature, so I can't choose it for them. Question is, do I want the aerialist down, or do I want to hold up Test of Talents? I think I want aerialist at this point, and we'll pass our turn. So by playing aerialist, they can't just hit one removal spell and kill me. Yep, that is a problem, which is one thing I was wanting to avoid. Now they're going to gain 9 life too, which also is terrible. But only attacking with it, okay. Yes, I pass. We're going to chump. Oh, it's a... I still lose if I only chump. Okay, got a double chump. Yep. Big play. Maybe I should have held up Test of Talents. So I think that kills me. It's Xaxes. Oh, good game, opponent. 1-1 here on the day, which is okay. Again, I'm going to personally take a small break here, let my computer finish whatever crap it's trying to pull, and then come right back in for game 3, hopefully with much better performance than what we're currently dealing with. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll be back for game 3 in a moment. All right, so 1-1 here with our Izzet deck, Prismari deck, Prismari Rage is what I called it, using Urza's Rage. So let's go ahead here and jump into game 3. I think my computer's finally done doing all of its update and performance issues and whatever else it's determined it needs to do. So, God willing, it works a little bit more smoothly. Our opponent's name is Masticus. Good luck, have fun, buddy. We will choose to play first. 3 lands and a Tezzer's Gambit seems like a absolutely fantastic hand. Opponent mulligans, considering this new hand. All right, I keep it, and we're going to lead on Mountain and pass. I think we hold Thrill for now. We'll eventually get to a point that we want to use Thrill. We're just not there yet. All right, opponent's on Simic here. My turn. We'll play our blue source. We will go ahead and Gambit. We'll pay the Phyrexian cost. Opponent's considering what to do. They're allowing it. I draw 2. I pass my turn. Got a couple more mountains in hand. That's okay. Quandrix Pledge Mage. That is one of the fastest shocks I will ever play in my life. And then we're going to hold up now our Whirlwind Denial. And we'll go ahead and counter the Aerialist. Play a blue source. We will Battle Seer and crash in for 3. Here we've really kind of out-tempoed our opponent. We'll see what else they have come down, but I feel really good about our spot. Let's go ahead and crack in for 3. See what the opponent wants to do. They have a response, -4, -0, and learn. Sure. Okay. If that's what they want to do, I might want to play Emeritus just to be able to draw some more cards. Oh, especially if they want a prophecy. I am totally fine with that. Alright. We'll play this. We have 2 mana up for Thrill if we want. I don't think we do. Burying books. Interesting. Sure. I mean, I'll get it back here. I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see. We'll go ahead and play our Mentor's Guidance, get a couple triggers off of it. We'll keep Archmage Emeritus on top. Starting to drop some frames here, aren't we? Annihilation will keep on top. Draw it as well. Unfortunately, that means we didn't hit a land, so it's a little awkward. But we'll crash in here for 3. I don't think I have anything extra running right now. Shouldn't be a major issue. I'm gonna let that resolve. They're digging for an answer of some kind. Kept 1. Went ahead and drew it, playing Biomathematician. Enters battlefield, create a 0/0, put a 1/1 for each fractal creature you control. So a 2/2 and a 1/1. Sure. It's fine with me. Hmm. I think we first start attacking. I don't really want to annihilation anything. I don't think it's worth it. Don't particularly want to multiple choice. There's either. That seems like it would be a bad plan. Go ahead and Maelstrom use, and we'll end our turn there. We'll hold up Thrill of Possibility. Potentially we throw away Archmage. I think that's probably wrong. Natural Order. Okay, that's bad news. It's a really good card. Master Symmetrist, 4/4 with reach against Trample. Okay. Sure. You're able to block my flyer now, so that's a thing. Yeah. I still want to get in for damage here, so I'm going to go ahead and bounce this. They can, of course, replay it. That's not a big deal. Negate. Well, now that's just rude. Sure. Okay. We'll pass turn. Currently, the Symmetrist isn't that big of a problem. I can double block it and kill it. Okay. Arch. So you've got some life gain. Arch doesn't make a lot of sense in their deck currently, but that's okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and scry because we can. Opponent's out of action. All my options are really good. We're going to keep it on top. We'll draw. Don't particularly want to let them draw a card. Yeah, I think I actually want to keep that around. We'll Dust Speaker here. I think that's a better move for us at the moment. We'll pass our turn. Multiple choice is getting worse here. They have a lot of easy things to bounce. If they bounce by a mathematician, they get another free creature out of the deal, and I don't want that. I want to minimize their creature count as best possible. So they have another one of those, so continuing to increase their creatures. Okay. Draw land. Let's Emeritus here. We'll pass our turn. The only thing holding back my flyer right now is that 4/4. So perhaps I am playing a little bit too slow. A Simic deck probably has access to some pretty good stuff. Oh, they have one. Well, I don't like that. We're going to go ahead and do this. We'll pitch multiple choice, oddly. But we'll end up drawing 3 here. Okay. Urza's Rage seems really good. I've got 7 mana at the moment. I need 12 mana to really make Urza's Rage go off, so we've got some time. But because of that, I do want lands, I suppose. I'll play you. Yeah, I think it's wise at this point. Go ahead and exile this. Oh, I get to draw a card too. That's fantastic. All right, go ahead and get rid of that. I think I just want to get in with the 2/4. That doesn't change the kicker cost, but it does make it a little bit cheaper. So it just makes it to where I need 10 mana. Well, I've got 10 mana collectively, including what's in my hand right now, so that's good to know. And then if I play another Maelstrom Muse, it just shouldn't make it any cheaper. I don't think it would change the additional costs. Okay. Got Historian here. All right. We're going to Waterfall Aerialist and Maelstrom Muse. And then we're going to attack in for 2. Alright, you're going to gain a life. Net 1, no big deal. But the opponent does see that I have 7 mana in the air, or 7 power in the air. So that's concerning to them, for sure. Opponent plays land, and certainly that's just another. I'm not going to use Urza's Rage, even though I can. I think it would be best just to force them to have to do something about my flyers. I don't know what the opponent's waiting for. If they truly are holding a spell, they should have done it, but it can't be countered. So we're going to deal 3 damage to their face. And say good game. Oh no, they still have another. That was a misplay. That was a misplay. Their counter doesn't work. So that's unfortunate for them. Unfortunate for me is that they do have. Oh, they didn't gain their life first. Oh, opponent. 2 misplays there at the end for the opponent. It's unfortunate for them. Well, good game, Masticus. Moving on to game 2 here. Opponent's on a Simic deck. They do have a small number of counters. They really aren't running a lot of stuff that I need to resculpt at all. I don't really like bouncing things to their hands because the fractal is just exponentially bad for me. I don't think we change anything, but the opponent does have some stuff that I don't have good answers to. If they can actually keep bouncing their fractals back and forth and really building their board full of these massive tokens, I could be in a world of hurt. Granted, I didn't see any self-bounce in their hands. I do see a thrill possibility in my hand, which I'm happy to keep here on a land-heavy hand. Um, Something easy to throw away. Oh, goodness. I think we just started playing. Our computer just started really slowing things down. All right, here we go. Opponent's turn. We'll thrill in step. We'll go ahead and thrill here. All right, we will pitch one of these islands. Okay. Wow. I cannot say that I'm happy about our draw here. Do I bury in books their fractal? I think so, because I know they have more biomathematicians. I'd rather not have to deal with more tokens. Okay. Pledge Mage. Come on. Removal. That is not removal. Brutal. Go ahead and put down the 4/4. See what opponent does. I'm in trouble here with Pledge Mage. Burying Books is a really good card for Pledge Mage because it takes the counters off. It puts it down under their stuff. 3 mana is still a hefty investment when you're trying to cast multiple spells a turn. Let's see. Opponent plays a Forest, considering their next move. They have an Archmage Emeritus out early, sure. I mean, that will get me eventually, but I'm most concerned. Whenever you cast or copy an instant sorcery spell, choose a creature you control to end the turn it gains. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it. Okay. I think we need to get some pressure on the board, so we're going to need a 3/1 down. Not attacking with our 4/4. At the moment, it at least holds back the Pledge Mage. I'm happy to trade my 4/4 for their Pledge Mage if that's what it comes to. Alright, they're not attacking. We're going to go ahead and crack in for 3. I'm out of spells, which is interesting. We'll get our Archmage down. That might draw some removal. Okay. And it did in a certain degree. Is a good one to remove as well. So they get to draw a card, grow their Pledge Mage, move on to the next turn. Master Symmetrist, sure. Unfortunately now, too, it's out of the range of shock, which is the worst part of this. I think we're still going to hold back. Because the nice thing is I can turn my aerialist. Interesting, okay. So they're growing Pledge Mage, they're drawing a card, they're tapping down to a mine that won't untap, they're drawing 2 cards, and then they're discarding a card. Not a bad set of plays. I will be happy to shock their Pledge Mage and trade aerialist for it. I get a 4/4 back. Okay. Resolve. Okay. So unfortunately, I'm taking a load of damage here. That's bad. Alright, so we're going to block. Then we're going to shock. The Expressionist should go off. I'll target the aerialist. Alright. So I take the damage. Their guy dies. I get a 4/4. It's not the worst. This is even better. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll put it on both of them because just a little bit of protection. Test of Talent seems okay. They're not going to really want to attack in. Um, Vortex Runner is very good for me. Okay. And I can play land, get Vortex Runner down, and pass my turn. I'm not going to attack in with my 4/4 here. It doesn't make any sense to. Opponent plays a forest. Opponent's got a handful of cards. We're in a good amount of trouble here. We've got some value, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough to keep up with what the opponent's got going. They have constant card draw on board. Their Symmetrist does make things a little bit more difficult to block. My Vortex Runner is unblockable, however, and it will continue to attack in for 3 every turn, so that's nice. And Test of Talents will hopefully remove something that they have. I will go ahead and block the Master Symmetrist with my 4/4. Then opponent does. I imagine they have a spell here. Opponent's looking at something, trying to figure it out. Alright. And I will be countering the Quandrix. I will be putting that on my 4/4, and so then I'll get a 4/4 back once it kills it. I can see what's in their hand now too. Natural Order, Overgrown Archway, Vortex Runner. Okay. That's not good for me. Yes, I want that gone as well. Biogroth. They are playing some black-green. Biomathematician in there. Eureka Moment. They get another Pledge Mage. Goodness. Okay. Alright, so I took 2 of the commands, which is pretty fantastic. They did draw a card. We traded. I get a 4/4 back. They do have Natural Order in hand. I imagine they cast it right now because there's no benefit in not casting it. Nope, Vortex Runner. Okay. Huh. The 4/4 is not a good block, not a good attack. Because if I attack with the 4/4, then they can block with a 2/2 and a 2/3, and I can only kill one of them. They have another Master Symmetrist. Ay, ay, ay. Now Vortex Runner is going to attack as a 3/3, so that's beneficial to it. Overgrown Arch, sure. Oh, you have unblockable now. 2-turn clock. 2-turn clock. If I attack with all, they only have to block 1. Oh, this is gross. I'm just attacking with my Vortex Runner here. I'm in trouble. I need to find some removal. But I do have good blocks on everything else. I'm just concerned about this Vortex Runner. I got them on a 3-turn clock. They've got me on a 2-turn clock. I imagine a Natural Order here, get rid of their Arch, because who cares about the 0/4? However, the 0/4 will end up giving them a whole extra turn if they keep pumping it. This is nasty. I think we've been outvalued. The Pledge Mage, sure. Gonna gain some more life. Yep. Yep. Can't touch it. Okay. My turn, I draw a Maelstrom Muse, which is the end of the game. Good game, opponent. I felt okay in that match. I felt like we were keeping up. The opponent just had so much value early on. Um, my counters were at very critical times, but just not good enough. I don't think. Just not. Hmm. What do I do? What would you do in this situation? I'd love to know what you would sideboard or how. Um, Sudden Breakthrough is really good with the Golem, but I don't necessarily want to get 3 cards in my deck. Um, there's not a lot that like I have to answer with Annihilation. Like there's just some, or really any removal does well. So I'm not. I don't know. I think maybe we just send it back and hopefully um, we really get the nod after being on the play. All right, Masochist game 3. Let's see what we can do. We'll play first. Yes, we will keep turn 2 Historian, turn 3 Guidance. Seems fine. Opponent draws, plays. Forest, passes. We'll play Mountain, get a Historian down. Guidance works with Shamans, right? Yes, good. Island down. Overgrown Arch. Sure, you're going to keep me blocked for a bit. That happens. Well, Mentor's Guidance here. Go ahead and get a couple of spells. Yep, we'll take that. That could be a game winner. And that's a good removal spell. I mean, they're both big spells that we're not ready for, but it's fine. Opponent's going to gain life from this point forward. Plays Forest. Oh, opponent deciding what to do here. Vilda, Dean of Perfection. Well, we gotta read this. Tap. You may exile an instant or sorcery card from your hand. Put 3 home counters on it. It gains at the beginning of your upkeep. If this card is exiled, remove a home counter from it. When the last is removed, it is exiled. You may cast it. It costs 4 less to cast this way. Huh. I mean, I can Urza's Rage it. Maybe I do that because then with Dust Speaker I can shuffle it back in. Yeah. I don't really want them to use that ability. They've already got enough value, I think. So, yeah. We'll pass our turn here. No sense in attacking out the 2/1. It's just gonna hit a overgrown arch. I would like to get Dust Speaker in. I think that's very necessary. Preemptively gaining life. Was that on purpose, opponent? Yes, it was. So now you got a 5/4 Groth. Sure. And here we're going to kill the Groth, deal a damage to the opponent, and attack him for 2. Great. Opponent stuck on lands, which is really great news for me. Hopefully we don't hit the Whirlwind Denial here. Oh no, are you kidding? Okay, whew. It sat there for a second like they had it, so that was going to be frustrating. Burying Bugs. Okay. It does kind of suck a little bit, but ugh. And now you're going to make me not be able to attack in. No attacks. Bummer. They finally hit that land, and that's what they needed. Yep. No attacks. No blocks. Got a follow-up that can kill a Dust Speaker? Oh my gosh, yep. Historian. Mountain. Uh, as much as I'd love to attack to get that Urza's Rage back in the deck, I just don't think I can. Here what I can do is I can double block a Symmetrist, which they don't want to happen, but certainly could. I don't think it's that good of a card, but I mean, 4 mana 4/4 is still nothing to shake your fist at. Uh-huh. Yes. Yes. Okay. You have trample. You really have trample. We will double block it. Thank you. Imagine they kill Dust Speaker here. That'd be the wise thing to do. We might also have another Burying Books or something. Burying Books is 5. 5 by 0. Gross. Yep. Should have protected Dust Speaker a little bit. I think that might have been a misplay. Probably should have just blocked with Historian. Ugh, but I didn't. Okay. Got 9 mana. I'm flooding. Opponent is drowning in lack of mana. Ugh. We're in trouble. That is for sure. I will trade off Expressionist. Hey, that really sucks to trade off because Historian would be a much better card to do that to. That's life, I suppose. Would rather have a Symmetrist dead. However, they could certainly have um, a pump effect or something. I'm going to double block again because I don't know why. Actually, maybe I shouldn't have double blocked. Oh well. -4, -0. Okay. So the 2 damage I'm doing to it won't matter at all. They have Intro to Annihilation. They got 8 power on board. I have absolutely. We're gonna hold that in hand and pass our turn. This is gross. If they annihilate Historian, I can't get a 3/2 back. It actually helps them quite a bit to annihilate Historian. They don't have the 5th land still. Yep. Bounce my creature, pump yours up. Yes. Block your 6/6. As soon as it goes to the graveyard. Oh, it has trample too. Yes. Got it. Well, there you go. Good game, opponent. That's 1 and 2 on that sealed, so poor showing for us today. Yeah, let's take a look at our deck and we can kind of walk through a little bit of what we saw and what worked and what didn't. All right. So here, looking at our deck just it had some good draw capacity, which is really fun. I think the Expressionist is actually very powerful. That you just need other creatures out, but if you have creatures out, you can kind of keep them alive at all times, which is really fun. Um, Urza's Rage was a very powerful card. I had to use it at inopportune times, and then Ardent Dustspeaker would have been great, but it only having 4 toughness really hurts its capacity to really attack in, even if it's not going to get in. If it was a 3/5, for instance, it'd be a much better card. Um, Much more possible to attack in with. Multiple choice, a really good card against the opponent with the fractals, though. That was really bad. Didn't want to bounce his biomathematician. I could bounce the 1/1, but that didn't. That was less relevant, it felt. Test of Talents, still a very fantastic card. I really like this card. I think it can it can really do some powerful things. Throw of Possibility was good. Divide by Zero was fine when I had it. Vortex Runner is a very powerful card. Whirlwind Denial, of course, is good. Tezzer's Gambit, still one of my favorites here. Archmage Emeritus, 4 mana 2/2. I think this is a safe card. Wizards didn't take risks on it, and it is safe. And it feels safe. It can do some things, but it's pretty easy to die, and in and of itself, it isn't a powerful card. Same with Maelstrom Muse. As much as I want this card to be powerful, I need some higher mana spells to make it happen. Overall, the deck was good. Standout card, in my opinion, in this particular deck was Test of Talents. I think the couple times I used it, it overperformed, honestly, and hit some really powerful spells and hit spells that they actually had multiples of. Major cards. Number 2 would be Mentor's Guidance, in my opinion. I was drawing 2, at least, sometimes 3 cards every time I played it. Very powerful. Needed some more Learn in the deck. Learn would have been helpful so I can put these lessons in the sideboard and always have some recurring card draw. Just didn't have it. But end of the day, still enjoyed the deck quite a lot. I do believe that Prismari is a powerful school combination. I just don't think I had the cards for it. Going back to our original pool, I was most interested here in this dramatic finale. I think this card is very much a bomb. It was just impossible to splash. My black and my white weren't that good in general. I did have the Mage Hunter's Onslaught, which is a great removal spell. Spectre of Fins as well. I'd be happy to play 1 or 2 of those and expel. But it just didn't have creatures. It didn't have ways to win other than dramatic finale, and so it's just a pretty hard spot to be in, honestly. If I went back, I could try an overloaded Orzhov Silverquill deck and just see what we could have done. But in the end, I'm still happy with what we did. It was fun. Just didn't get the W's today. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us today. And if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button and feel free to make some comments. Love to engage with you there in the comment section. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.